Living with psychosis can be overwhelming. Supporting an individual with psychosis can be just as overwhelming. Families often tell me, no matter what I do, I'm wrong. And individuals often say, no matter what I do, I'm wrong. And everyone keeps asking me about it. If that sounds familiar, you're not alone. Today, I want to help both groups get back on the same page, understand what's really going on, and share one simple step that can make life together seem a lot easier: the Family Huddle. Hi, I'm Dr. Brinen. I'm a psychologist and a co-creator of recovery-oriented cognitive therapy. On this channel, we explore tools for individuals, families, and mental health providers navigating that journey of recovery from psychosis. Today, we're going to talk about how increasing predictable communication amongst family members can reduce stress, build trust, and give everyone a little bit more control in this situation, so families can get back to what they should be arguing about: who gets the remote. We'll talk about two key ideas: the hard defense and the family huddle. Let's get into it. Two quick notes before we get into it. One, when I say family, I'm casting a broad net. Family can mean anyone who serves that role. So that could be a parent, a grandparent, a sibling, but it also might be a partner, a friend, a neighbor. Family are the people who are there supporting you day in and day out in your recovery. Two, this video, it isn't about families who have been abusive, unkind, or really haven't been able to be there during your recovery. That's a conversation for another time. Today, we're going to talk about families who care deeply, but sometimes show it in ways that don't really work out very well. So let's get into it. Falling into the mental health system can feel like Alice falling through the looking glass. All of the rules feel like they change. Down is up is down. Nothing seems to make sense for anybody. When someone you love is going through psychosis, it can feel terrifying. And families want to protect. And that instinct is so powerful. That's why you might find parents are peppering you with questions. Brothers and sisters might monitor you with every little change. Grandparents might overschedule you for every single thing. For you, if you're the individual, this might feel over-controlling and suffocating. But underneath, this might be coming from a place of fear. Fear of missing something important. Fear that things might get worse. Fear of failing that person that they love. And let's be honest, have any of us made any good decisions when we've been really afraid? I know I haven't. Now let me be clear. This isn't an excuse. This is just trying to develop understanding. But family members, think about it. If you were the individual with psychosis, it would feel like an invasion, right? You'd want your space. You'd want your independence. So what do individuals do? They pull back. They give short answers. They avoid conversations. They close their doors. They shut down. It's what I call the hard defense. The individual gets their control back, and they get some space from all of the questions and the intrusions. But here's the trap. The less you share, the more anxious your family becomes. The more anxious they are, the harder they push. And the harder they push, the more you pull back. Suddenly, both sides are caught in this vicious cycle. Families, you're getting more anxious. Individuals, you're feeling more intruded upon and more attacked. And that makes you more frustrated. In the end, no one feels satisfied. No one feels good. Does this sound familiar? And the heartbreaking part? Both sides are creating the situation that they fear the most and ultimately hate. So, how do we break out of this cycle? The answer isn't less communication. It's better communication. Here's the problem we're solving. For the individual, every interaction right now is feeling like it could get switched into a mental health conversation. Going for a cup of coffee ends up being a conversation about their voices. If they're asked to pass the ketchup, they're asked about their medicine. There's nowhere that's safe from the mental health world. And probably most individuals want a respite from constantly talking about their mental health treatment. But families are desperate to know what's going on. They're constantly scanning for any small opening that would allow them to get this information that they're desperate to see, so they don't miss out again and fail this individual that they love so much. When their questions get shut down, they try harder. They shoot for smaller gaps and smaller openings, which makes things worse. The solution is the family huddle. The individual is going to give the family more information on a regular basis, and the family is going to make that communication more predictable. Here's how it works. Once a week, or however many times a week you want to plan it out, everyone sits down together, all focused, so cell phones away, and go through a simple agenda. Start with what went well this week. Let's focus on the wins. Where do we need some support? What plans are there for the next week? Are there any major concerns that need to be addressed? And then feedback. Was this a helpful meeting? And that's it. For families, it reduces the anxiety because the communication is predictable and you know that you're going to find out what's going on. And for individuals, it means you get to control when and how information is shared, so you don't feel like you're getting ambushed anymore. So an invitation to Taco Tuesday is really just Taco Tuesday. Family time can feel like family time, which is so important for all of us. One important piece. From time to time, there's a need for an emergency meeting. In those times, we call an emergency family huddle. So we don't sneak in, we don't warm the person up. We say, I need to talk to you about something. I'm concerned that I heard you really upset about your voices, or I realize that you're out of medicine, or whatever the topic is. But we're direct. We say, I need to talk to you about a mental health topic, and we get it done really quickly. So there's no sneaking it in or warming them up. That way they know that, again, family-based interactions are family-based interactions and business is business. That way we know we're separating business from pleasure and trust stays intact. Living with psychosis and supporting someone you love through it isn't easy. Both sides carry fear, frustration, and hope. When families understand that independence matters and support that, and individuals understand that families often are coming from a place of love, even if it's kind of clumsy at times, everyone can start working together as a team. The Family Huddle gives everybody a chance to breathe, reset, and feel supported. If you're living with psychosis, what's one way your family shows you love, even if it drives you a little bonkers from time to time? And if you're a family member, what's one thing you wish your loved one knew about you? Share it in the comments. You may not find that you guys are all alone in this journey. And for more information about families and living well with psychosis, check out my book, Living Well with Psychosis, from Guilford Press. You can get it anywhere you buy books. You can even check the first chapter out at guilford.com. The link's below. And don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell so you don't miss out for other grounded recovery tools for individuals and families. Thanks so much, and I'll see you soon. Be well.